Hello student, this is Mehnaz Khan with second part of the poem Fire and Ice composed by Robert Frost. Today student we are going to discuss literary device and rhyme scheme with some important word meaning and with questions. See the student, some says. If we observe first two lines, they are started with same consecutive word some. If beginning of the two or more than two line is same word is used there, that is anaphora literary device. Student, if we observe first line here, I vowel sound is prominent in will and fire. In fourth line, O vowel is prominent, hold, in with, and oh wow, those who favor. And in sixth line, I and O is prominent in I think, O is prominent in no, enough, of. So when vowel sound is prominent, that is assonance literary device. Student, if we observe some say, sa sound is in the beginning of the word. Sa, S consonant is in the beginning of the word. So this is alliteration literary device. Beside this student, if we observe in the fifth line with those, the sound is prominent, and when any consonant sound is prominent, whether it is in the beginning of the word, end of the word, and mid of the word, that is consonance literary device. This is the difference between alliteration and consonance. In alliteration we are having consonant, same consonant in beginning, only in beginning, and in consonant it can be in mid, end, or in beginning. I hope that you have understood. See the lines. First line is not having any comma, any full stop. It is continue in second line. Third line is continue in fourth, and fourth line in continue in fifth. Same sixth line, seventh line, eighth line is continue till ninth line. Here is no punctuation mark. When one sentence is continue to next line without any punctuation mark, that is enjambment literary device. Let us see rhyme scheme of this poem. Fire rhyme with desire and fire again. So this is A. Ice rhyme with choice, I, suffix. Icy sound is here. So this is B. Hate rhyme with great. So this is C. In this way, the rhyme scheme of this poem is A, B, C, B. Student, here is some new words which are used in this poem. First is perish. Perish means die. Suffice, be sufficient. Tasted means experience. Student, here are some short questions you have to write in your notebook. Our first question is, there are many ideas about how the world will end. Do you think the world will end someday? And have you ever thought what would happen if the sun got so hot that it burns or grew colder and colder? मीन्स यहाँ पर ये क्वेश्चन पूछ रहा है कि अगर सन जो है हीट होकर फट जाए या बहुत ठंडा हो जाए तो कैसे क्या होगा. मीन्स हमारा सारी लाइफ ख़त्म हो जाएगी. वी आर डिपेंड ऑन द सोलर एनर्जी. Answer is here. Next question is, what is the rhyme scheme? It is clear to you. How does it help in bringing out the contrasting ideas of the poem? Poem में contrasting idea कैसे आ रहा है और कैसे इसकी rhyme scheme है? It is mentioned here. Next है, what are the two opinion discussed in the poem about the end of the word? आपको पता है क्या two opinion है? Our next question is, स्टूडेंट, फोर्थ क्वेश्चन इज व्हाट डज फायर स्टैंड फॉर इन द पोम. फायर किसको सिंबलाइज कर रहा है? यू ऑलरेडी नो. व्हाट डज आइस स्टैंड फॉर इन द पोम? सेम आंसर इज मेंशन हियर. नेक्स्ट, हाउ हैज फ्रॉस्ट रॉबर्ट फ्रॉस्ट ब्रॉट आउट द कंट्रास्टिंग आइडिया इन द पोम. मीन्स कैसे उन्होंने अपोजिट चीज़ों को यूज़ किया है. सेम इट इज़ मैंशन इन योर आंसर. यू कैन study this. Next, how does Robert Frost caution the common man? Caution means alarm करना, चेतावनी देना. कैसे रॉबर्ट फ्रॉस्ट हमें सतर्क करते हैं कॉमन मैन को कि है ना हम लोग क्या गलत कर रहे हैं. और नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज, व्हाई डज द पोएट होल्ड विद दोज हु फेवर फायर. मीन्स पोएट उन लोगों के साथ क्यों है जो फायर को फेवर कर रहे हैं. आंसर इज मेंशन हियर. Student, our next question is, write the sum and substance of poem Fire and Ice. Means इस poem में क्या central idea है, क्या real message है. This is mentioned here. Next, brief write about the ideas अबाउट हाउ द वर्ल्ड विल एंड मीन्स पोएट कैसे बता रहा है कि संसार का अंत कैसे होगा. सो ब्रीफली इट इज मेंशन हियर. Let us see question number 11. To say that for destruction, ice is also great for the poet. And what does ice stand for and how is it sufficient to bring destruction? Means poet ने कहा था कि ice भी काफ़ी है संसार को ख़त्म करने के लिए, तो वो कैसे sufficient है, कैसे काफ़ी है संसार के destruction के लिए. Our next question is, but if it had to perish twice, how will the world perish twice? अगर संसार को perish die होने का 2 बार मौका मिले तो ये कैसे end होगा? You have to give answer. I well explain in the poem. Which age old question does the poem revolve around? Means कौन सा age old question means कौन सा traditional question इस poem में उठाया गया है. Hope student that you have understand that how to write your question answers and the format already I told you how you will write. First theme you will write, then character, then literary device, rhyme scheme, and then word meaning, and then short question answer. Student, if you are having idea that some questions you can write better in comparison of these notes, then you can use your language, you can involve your ideas, and I want that your answer should be perfect, grammatically should be perfect, spelling should be perfect. Okay, and hope that you will do very well. Thank you student, have a good day, bye bye.